Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be reviewing WWE Monday Night Raw, 10th of February 2020. We kick off the show with Seth Rollins, Buddy Murphy, Akam and Razor in the ring. They talk about last week how Kevin Owens lost to AOP and Buddy Murphy. They showed footage of that. They missed out the part where Seth Rollins got in the way of Ivar and then he went into the LED board on the ring. Missing out a detail there. He goes on to talk about his message of oneness and unity. Kevin Owens then makes his way out and says, "You just sound stupid as hell and all you're doing is running your mouth. Let's just fight." The Viking Raiders then make their way onto the stage. Seth's like, "You have a problem keeping your partners upright." Kevin tries to push both of them over. He's like, "They seem pretty steady to me. Let's go fight." Then they make up their way to the ring and they have all a big brawl, and Samoa then joins them, and then Kevin Owens, Samoa and the Viking Raiders all stand victorious. And then Becky Lynch for some reason makes her way to the ring while the four are still in the ring. I have no idea why the hell that happened. But the opening segment was quite boring. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Just a lot of talking. A bit of a brawl was nice, but just dragged on for too long. Not a great way to start the show. Then we go to Asuka versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. Asuka with a roll up for an airfall. Becky with an Uranagi for the 3 count. Becky Lynch retains. The match was slightly above average. I'm going to give it a 2.75 out of 5. It was a slightly above average match. After the match, Shayna Baszler attacks Becky from behind, connects with a series of forearm, Kakina clutch, then takes out her mouth guard and bites Becky's back, revealing a lot of blood around her mouth. Shayna leaves the ring and then referees are checking on Becky. She's like, I'm fine. And then we see her getting taken to the back. And then she steals an ambulance to take herself to the hospital because they're trying to make her go. I'm going to give the Shayna Baszler stuff like an 8 out of 10. It was a very effective way to make Shayna Baszler debut. It was a very, very effective way. And because we like to break kayfabe on this, it wasn't real blood. If anyone was worried, it was clearly a blood pack on Becky's back. Because this is cemented later in the show, which we'll get to soon. Then the Street Profits make their way out to have a match against Mojo Rawley and Riddick Moss. They have something to say. They talk about how they're not hiding with a 24/7 title, but hiding behind Riddick Moss. They say how Mojo's known for hiding behind Rob Gronkowski's coattails. The match happened. Ford with a frog splash for a 3 count. Match is going to get a 1 out of 5. Everything's going to get a 1 out of 5. After the match, Mojo Rawley wants to know what just happened because Riddick Moss got pinned. Riddick Moss with an inside cradle for 3 count, and he runs away with the 24/7 championship. Damn, he got betrayed by his friend. Go damn Mojo. Then we have MVP featuring the returning MVP's VIP Lounge. Oh yes. He said it's been a long time since big things... It's been a long time, and he says big things are still popping and little things still stopping. He said he's still balling. He said after a 10-year hiatus, he could not think of a better guest than the man who single-handedly or single-leggedly eliminated Brock Lesnar from the Royal Rumble, Drew McIntyre. Drew's not on the list, so he just kicks over the velvet rope. Drew says hello, and he apologises for what happened with the velvet rope. MVP says it's Drew being Drew. MVP says they go way back through good times and bad. He said that Drew's finally realising his potential and he's going to WrestleMania. When someone says the magic word, he has to point at the sign. MVP says that he's proud of what Drew has accomplished and what he will accomplish. He tells Drew not to listen to the naysayers and what they're saying behind his back. He tells Drew to keep his eyes on the prize. Drew wants to know what if anyone's been talking behind his back. Drew wants to know what MVP is talking about. MVP says that some people have been saying with all of his tools and attributes, he's not ready to be WWE champion. MVP says he is not worried about those people. He said they will change that. Drew says, we? Drew wants to know if we won the Royal Rumble. MVP says, we did not win the Rumble. We did not win the Royal Rumble. He said Drew's best days ahead and what MVP says his in-ring career is behind him. He said that Drew does not have to deal with all the distractions. He needs someone to worry about those things for him. You need someone like him. Drew's like, there's a catch. You want to be my business manager, my advocate. Maybe you can be my Paul Heyman. And MVP's like, yeah, better one. He said the difference between Brock Lesnar and him is he doesn't need an external brain thinking for him. He does not need someone talking for him. He does not need a business partner kissing his ass like MVP. MVP says he has never been an ass kisser, but he has been an ass kicker. Drew starts to walk away from, and MVP grabs his arm and says, don't turn your back on me. You need me. Drew with a headbutt removes some clothes and then Claymore. 9 out of 10. Very, very effective way to give MVP a bit of the last spotlight, and then Drew McIntyre take it immediately away from him. Gotta love everything about that segment. Then we go to Angel Garza in the ring. Huberto's music plays. Carrillo comes out and attacks him. Security grabs Huberto and they take him to the back. We have Angel Garza versus Cedric Alexander. Garza removes his pants and hits the wing clipper for the 3 count. Angel Garza wins. Average 2.5 out of 5. Then we go to Rhea Ripley in the back. She says she's waiting for an answer from Charlotte. She says she does not wait for things. She gets up and gets out and does what needs to be done. Charlie then reminds Rhea about her title match on Sunday. Sarah Logan shows up and says if she thinks she can come to Raw and do what she wants. And then she asks, who do you think you are? Rhea tells Sarah who she is. And Sarah says, who is she? 4 out of 10. Then we have Bobby Lashley in the back. Bobby says Ricochet's lucky. He's the thief that took Bobby's chance to face Brock Lesnar. Bobby says Ricochet took advantage last week, but tonight he'll introduce Ricochet to reality. When he's done with Ricochet, he doubts if he'll make it to Super Showdown. Brock Lesnar can thank him for that. And then, that's 3 out of 10. Sarah Logan then goes to the ring and screams, do you want to know who I am? Get out of here right now! Awful delivery from Sarah Logan. Charlotte Flair makes her way onto the stage as it's going to be a match between Sarah Logan and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley with a series of clotheslines, drop kick and then a riptide. No rating, but it made the point that it needed to make. After the match, Rhea says, I want to know your answer. I challenged you last week for the NXT title. I travelled to Raw and got no answer. You came to NXT and gave no answer. Charlotte said maybe that's the way she operates. Rhea says maybe she enjoys being a royal. Charlotte interrupts and says, after your title match in NXT Portland on Sunday, how do we even know you're going to be NXT champion? Mic drop. A little exchange between them, 6 out of 10. Entertaining enough, to be honest. Then we go to Ricochet versus Bobby Lashley. Ricochet 630 splash for a 3 count. 2.75 out of 5. Slightly above average match. Good win for Ricochet on his way to losing to Brock Lesnar. Then we see Randy Orton make his way to the ring to address what he did to Edge. He grabs a mic, walks around. He says he knows he still owes everyone an explanation for what he did 2 weeks ago. What he did to Edge hurt him more than it hurt Edge. Matt Hardy then makes his way to the ring, wants to know why. We all want to know why you did it. Matt says he knows what Randy is thinking. Why does Matt give a damn about Edge? Matt says, we know all the history between me and Edge. There's one point in time that no one on earth hated Edge more than I did. Before that all happened, we were best friends. Me, Edge, Christian, and my brother travelled all around the road together and even stayed in the same room to save money. There were 4 passionate, driven kids who wanted to be WWE superstars. Matt says they damn sure at No Mercy 99 they revolutionised the ladder match. They invented the TLC match. The TLC match became so iconic, it's been a staple in WWE forever. Those kids who had big dreams went to WrestleMania and stole the damn show. They didn't do it alone. They did it together. That means something. When he saw Edge had to retire due to an injury, all the hate and disdain from him was gone. They are very similar. They had a great passion for this. They loved to perform for the WWE Universe. Matt said he couldn't imagine if it was taken away from him before he was ready. After Edge retired, they weren't... I can't read the word because it's blocked. Edge would meant... after Edge, they were cool. Edge would mention what if 9 years later he made the most miraculous return, then you took it away. Matt asks Randy, what the hell is wrong with you? Randy goes for an RKO. Matt escapes, throws a mic, a few punches, RKO, concerto on Matt Hardy. Ten out of 10. Just brilliant. It seriously was brilliant. Matt Hardy's delivery was perfect. Randy Orton is just the most sadistic bastard right now, and I am loving every second of this. Then we have an interview with Ruby Riott. She's asked, what is the animosity towards Liv Morgan? Ruby says Liv was her best friend and best friends know everything about each other. She said that she knows the real Liv Morgan. She can change her clothes and change her hair. She can always change and try and be this leader, but she'll always be a follower, and she had to put her in a place. Liv strikes when she says so. No, I do. 6 out of 10. We then go to Akira Tozawa versus Alistair Black. Black Bass for a 3 count. Not going to rate it because it's not a match. After the match, Black grabs a mic. Everyone is trying to escape. They're given ideas of paradise one way or the other. He says he knows about rebelling against the paradise. Black says he's starting to feel like an animal inside a cage. For those who venture out here, it's not who is in there with you, it's who you should be trapped with in this metaphorical cage with him. 6 out of 10 promo. I like Alistair Black. He's doing an alright job. Then the ambulance arrives back to the building with Becky Lynch in it. She does not turn the engine or the sirens off, but she makes her way into the ring. I'm going to point this out why I know it was fake blood, definitely. First of all, because they wouldn't let bite through her skin. And second of all, she still had the red on her hands and her shoulders and everything. And real blood washes off very easily. Fake blood doesn't. So, yeah. It was a blood pack. Becky says Shayna gave her something nice for the... they gave her something nice for the pain, so she's back to smash Shayna. You want to put your hands on the man and stick your rat teeth into me to get my attention. I don't care who you hang out with. She'll break your... Oh my god. This website's been really annoying. I'll break your... I'll break you down week by week, little by little. You better find me before I find you. 7.5 out of 10 for the promo. It was pretty entertaining. Then we go to our main event of the evening. Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins, Buddy Murphy, and Akam Reza. Before the match starts, Seth Rollins says, I have one more thing I'd like to say, and then they all start brawling. The ending of the match happened when Joe gets a coquina clutch on Murphy. Murphy is tapping out, but the referee's distracted. He doesn't see the tap. And Rollins with the blackout, and Murphy slowly gets the 3 count. Match was alright. The ending was right. I'm going to give it, again, a 2.75 out of 5. It was slightly above average. The ending really saved the match. It was really good. I liked the way how they did the finish. And yeah, one stood tall at the beginning of the show, one stood tall at the end of the show. Overall, this was an alright Raw, actually. I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. I enjoyed most of the show. the opener was a bit meh, but it started to improve. This was definitely an improvement over last week, and I did enjoy watching this Monday Night Raw after about 20 minutes had happened. So yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, please smash that like button, share and subscribe, and I shall catch you all later. Bye!